It seems that in Westerly all paths lead to the statue of Christopher Columbus. Ever since it was erected, the statue has been a part of the town and representative of our heritage. It was once a proud achievement that garnered a position of pride within the heart of our town. This artistic idea, however, has since been altered. As our own thoughts on the Columbian Exchange have progressed, we see now the shadow that was cast by his legacy. Standing in between the library and the statue, there is an unintentional contrast. Enlightened achievement versus ignorant praise. What was once meant to fill the public with pride now leaves the people feeling shame. As now the statue also represents how our ancestors succeeded at the expense. Another such monument is the Spanish-American War Memorial. Originally made as a testament to those who fought in it, and the pride that followed after the victory, the Spanish-American War represented an uncomfortable time in American history. A time when the ideal of freedom encompassed imperialism. The shaded surrounding of the monument fit its modern image, a dark and shadowy statue reminding us of the actions of our forefathers. The monuments dedicated to the World Wars, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War are all in staunch contrast to the previous monuments. The continued remembrance of the individuals who served the nation to bring freedom, peace, and prosperity to the world represent the brighter side of American intervention. The location of these war memorials hug the street and are undismissible to all who pass, showing the effort that our society has given to change our world for the better. Within Wilcox Park, art additionally serves to provide a more interactive experience. The bunny is a favorite of kids and teens alike who might sit atop as it stays in a state of perpetual stagnant motion. To throw coins in the memorial fountain in exchange for a wish is a ritual performed by many, though most do not realize that both these art pieces symbolize the town's history. The fountain is in memory of Harriet Wilcox, a tribute to the founder of the park and the institution of Wilcox itself, probably second only to the beach as the most visited areas in Westerly. The bunny and his friends are a reference to the original works of Margaret Wise Brown that the library owns. The colorful and artistic murals of Westerly surrounding the downtown area give a snapshot into the history of the town. In a recent move to enhance the town's beauty, Westerly performed a joint initiative with the neighboring town of Pawcatuck that invited the residents to help paint murals, exemplifying aspects of the two towns' individual and shared pasts. These murals reveal the past of the town, providing a sense of wonder into the past. Efforts to update the town, adding to the once severely lacking presence of public art, Westerly reinforces both its past and traditions into the current generation, even sharing the breathtaking paintings with all those who pass through the downtown area. In such a place, it is nearly impossible not just to see, but appreciate the modern art steeped deeply in the past. New York City is a hub of creative, intellectual, political, and cultural exchange unlike any in the world. The mix of various inhabitants, companies, and daily visitors keep the population of the city in continuous fluctuation, which leads to an overwhelming amount of collective ideas. The variability of these ideas can be seen throughout New York in various numbers of unique works of art, each serving its own purpose and many sharing no consistent theme. Some art does not require deep musings and layered societal critiques in order to function as a meaningful piece. Many follow the thought process of aestheticism, presenting art for the sake of its conventions alone. Pieces like these focus on art in its simplest form to catch the attention of an onlooker. These art forms bring out the nature of these spaces, a relieving break from the confines of the typical industrial city landscape. Magical realism and surreal pieces stay in a less easily defined domain. Many pieces throughout New York convey a poignant message in unconventional ways. Consisting of two 7 feet tall statues, the hybrid half-animal and half-human paparazzi dogman and paparazzi rabbit girl at first seem like surreal figures plucked from Wonderland. While their dual cameras capture the world around them, the unlikely pair were formed to represent unity and acceptance. Their composite nature represents the need to understand and accept all life, while the uncommon pair of rabbit and dog, along with the common pair of man and woman, represent a desire for unity amongst all. The piece encourages cooperation and understanding amongst the diverse, fluctuating population of New York. Drifting from surrealism into magical realism, 6 tree-sized inflatable flowers found sprouting throughout Manhattan easily grab the attention of passerbys. Each flower has its own name and personality that augment reality to invoke the lush landscapes that once covered Manhattan in a pre-industrial era. This is a plea for both the natural beauty of the world and the institution of its past. In staggering contrast to the surreal nature of the flowers, much of New York's art is of a much smaller and ornate scale. While not always noticed, the streets are often ordained with hidden sculptures and castings of gold depicting allusions to classical culture. This is not just a tribute to represent classical myths, but to reference history itself. The statues compare New York to the classical civilizations which persist to stand the test of time even today. Its many references to classical culture, ingenuity, and philosophy evoke awe in the well-learned citizens of New York, and create the idea that New York is parallel to the greatness of the cities of the classical era.
Your resume land the job.
All the press, yeah.
Public art is clearly not always produced for pure aestheticism or with the intention of displaying an artist's profound message. Instead, much of the art found in New York is for a more commercial purpose. While much of the art at Nintendo World isn't displayed on the street to be easily seen, each statue from the life-size Donkey Kong to the 2-story tall Mario is displayed with the purpose of enticing a general public to purchase Nintendo products. Whether it be in a city or a town, public art serves the same purpose. While the form, materials, and aesthetics of each piece will undeniably be unique to the intention of the artist, each serves to reveal something about the surrounding landscape. While improving the look of the landscape, these pieces reveal the truths that act as the foundation of their respective locations.